Welcome back, riders. I'm back here at the home park, Six Flags Great America. Felt like, obviously I covered Wrath of Rakshasa teasers pretty extensively, but haven't done a whole lot of other videos this year at the park, so figured I'd do a Fright Fest vlog for you guys. Today is actually Monday, Columbus Day, so that's really convenient for me because most of my visits throughout the year come after work, so I don't get today off, so I work today. Now I'm at the park, got about 3.5 hours, but the plan is, no promises, but I'm gonna come back here next week, either on that Thursday or Friday, and I'll kind of continue the vlog there because the park closes at 7 tonight, so you're not really gonna be able to see any actual Fright Fest stuff because there is none. They're only doing like kid-friendly stuff today, so I figured you can't have a Fright Fest vlog without all the scary stuff. So I'll continue the vlog there as long as I come back to the park. Again, no promises. We'll see what the weather's like and if anything else comes up in life. But yeah, we're here. There's actually a fair amount of stuff I kind of want to do today. I almost called it Racer. American Eagle Red, I have not done that this year. I've only been at the park once since it's open for the season, and we did Blue Side because my buddy needed the credit for Blue. And then Batman, I heard all the effects have returned at Batman, effects I didn't even know existed, like fog. So I really want to check that out. There's some special food and whatnot. Obviously, Wrath of Rakshasa, we'll look at the construction area. Track is on property, but it's in a spot I'm not sure. Sorry, I'm not trying to cry. It's just the wind. It's in a spot I'm not sure if you're able to get any photos or video within the park while you're not on the ride, at least. So we're going to go see if we can find that, and if not, we'll take a look at the construction. But yeah, good to be back home. It's a nice-ish day. It's starting to feel like fall, so I got pants on, which is kind of rare for me. But yeah, let's head on in. And I guess we can start with the construction update on this guy. So this is much more like it. It was looking fairly ugly with all the white, so they've done a great job painting it. I like the gold. I like this sign. Obviously, they're going to have like the Six Flags logo. I do miss like the 6 flagpoles to signify Six Flags, but this is coming along very nice, so overall pleased. All right, up first we're gonna do Superman. I feel like if there's anywhere in the park I might be able to see the Rakshasa track, it's gonna be at the exit for Superman, so let's go ride it and try it out. Yeah, so the angle is not nearly as good as I thought it was. I didn't think I'd be able to see it from here, but we're like not even close at all if the camera ever wants to focus. Yeah, we're not even in the same ballpark. Six Saints Cemetery has moved over to Joker. It most recently was where Buccaneer Battle was, but obviously with Wrath of Rakshasa going there, it's been moved here. I didn't even notice Mr. Six was here when I walked through here a couple weeks ago. Not going to do a complete tour here. Plenty of other videos do that, but I will highlight the new ones. So you got Revolution the ride, maybe no more. The memories live on forevermore. In our hearts, we'll always find the joy and thrill it left behind. It was a solid ride. Sky Striker is obviously better, but I did like Revolution. I gave it a ride every once or twice a year, maybe. And then the other new one is a rather large one. They have a whole ride vehicle for Buccaneer Battle. Good riddance. No longer can we hear the pirates' cries as they battle under stormy skies. I am so glad this is gone. I wish we kept Deja Vu. I mean, obviously Rakshasa is really cool and stuff, but man, this was such a waste. So glad to see they're really using this space for something beneficial for us. All right, here's the meal today. I got the meatball sub over here at Steelworks. This is honestly one of my favorite meals in the park. The only problem is it's usually made to order, which is good because it's hot, but then it usually takes like 10 to 15 minutes. Today it was a little better, so hopefully that's a sign of things to come. Then it comes with a side salad, so overall pretty good. And then during Fright Fest they have this graveyard pudding. It's a pudding, a bunch of whipped cream, Swedish fish, gummy worms. I had one when I was here a couple weeks ago. It's pretty good. All right, so I did not one, not two, did 3 rides on Batman. I went ahead and filmed a separate video talking about all the new effects on Batman, so go check it out in one of the corners above or in the description. In short, awesome, amazing, blown away, shocked. Honestly, at a loss of words for what Six Flags Great America did to Batman during a season, like in the middle of a season. Sorry, I cut off the video there abruptly. I was filming and I noticed 0 credits remaining walking by, so had to pull over and say hi real quick. Hope you enjoyed your ride on Batman. But yeah, that took a good amount of time up. So I'm skipping Goliath. Still have a fair amount of stuff to do. I want to do American Eagle Red, which is open, I was told, which is supposedly a station wait. We'll see. Need to check out Rakshasa Construction and then Terror Twister 2, and then I'd like to do Max Force. And I still have another meal redemption available to me. So starting to get on crunch time here because I was enjoying myself too much in Batman. But it was worth it. It was fantastic. Oh my God. Is this thing still called Black Widow for Fright Fest? Help a friend out, let me know. Comments below. Well, I guess this answers my question.
Be inside the car at all times and your head against the headrest. Secure hands and glasses. Enjoy your ride.
Alrighty, I just did my first ride of the season on American Eagle Red. I know this wasn't really a debate, but American Eagle Red is so much better than American Eagle Blue. It is a little colder today, so it was running a little faster, which I appreciate, but you guys may or may not know, I'm not the biggest fan of American Eagle. There's some people that they say this is their favorite in the park. There's a lot of people that have this like top 3 or 5, and I am not one of those people, but that was a better ride. I got some more air time than I feel like I normally do, or I'm just used to riding blue this year, which even then, I probably only did blue like 3 or 4 times this year, so this is not one I do often, but I wanted to make sure I got on red this year. So in terms of track work or anything, maybe a little, but it wasn't rough, at least for me. I was not in a wheel seat. So, and I usually have a higher tolerance for stuff like that, but yeah, I thought I was running fine, and it was running a little faster than normal and a little above average ride for me. But in the grand scheme of things, it's still, man. I just rode Thunderbird 2 days ago. So I got like an inching to ride this. Keyhole. But yeah, I don't know. Kind of pressed for time. But while I am here real quick, this is another ride that I think the audio was here the whole season, but still, like, they made upgrades to X-Flight this year alongside Batman and stuff. So the park's been kicking it, man. It's been a really great year, at least in my opinion. All right, here we are at the construction site for Wrath of Rakshasa. And as you can tell, they've been making some progress here. We got some markers here, a bunch of these things are huge. They're called caissons. I don't know if I said that right, but there they are. Like I said, track in the parking lot. Can't really get a good look at that from inside the park, but this is what it's looking like. So I'll update you guys again if I do end up coming back and continuing this vlog next week. But as of right now, Columbus Day 2024, this is what it looks like. Here's another view from this side of the construction. Got these huge machines. I imagine they're doing something deep in the ground. I don't know what they are or anything though. Yeah, pretty cool. And then here's their walkway that goes all the way towards like Whizzer and stuff. And obviously it is closed. The park, when they first announced Rakshasa, they were saying like maybe it'll be open every now and then. Maybe they'll close it every now and then. But they haven't officially said it, but like this is hard closed. You're not going to be able to walk through here at all for the rest of Fright Fest. And Demon will not be opening. That's another thing they have not said, at least that I know of, but the trains are literally off the track. There's nothing there. The entrance, you can see the sign is gone. And even beyond that little mound there, they tore down a bunch of the concrete and the lockers there and stuff. So don't get your hopes up. Demon will not be available this Fright Fest. Trust me, I am very upset myself. I didn't get on it for Fright Fest last year either. So next year, I think I might devote an entire day for Fright Fest just to ride Demon because I've missed the vibes. So while I'm over here, I just wanted to quickly talk about covering construction. I'm going to be completely honest. I can't cover it like other people can. I'm not up here in the off season. I don't have drones and stuff. So if you're really interested in construction updates for Wrath of Rakshasa, I would recommend Chicago Coaster Guy. I think he's been putting out updates weekly. And Wheel Gap is another good channel too for that. They're going to be able to do it better than I can. So definitely recommend them. They got good content coming out for Rakshasa with like permits and updates and stuff. So if you're, like I said, if you're really interested in being up to date with Rakshasa, this channel is probably not going to be the right place to be. So I'll definitely go check out those two.
Now this is what I call dinner and a show.
Alright, I just got off of the world famous Terror Twister 2. That was my first ever time doing it by myself. And that is because I've never really wanted to do it by myself. I am completely fine coming to amusement parks by myself. But Terror Twister 2 is just like a social ride, I feel like. Like, you really feed off everyone's energy within your cup. And, you know, by yourself, you know, you don't have that to feed off of. So I've kind of always been like scared to do it by myself because I feel like it's awkward, but there's no line. And, you know, it's Fright Fest. It's only around like a month and a half every year. So I did it, and I wouldn't say I regret it. It was fun. It's definitely a lot better when you're with your friends and stuff, and, you know, you're like having a rave and stuff, and you have other people to help you spin the car because, whew, my arms are cooked. But yeah, it was still fun. Not something I'll be doing every time I'm here by myself, but I did today, and glad I got out the way. That was a big hurdle for me, I guess. All right, so I have half an hour of park time left for today. It took a lot of willpower, but I'm skipping Raging Bull, and that's just because I've already had plenty of fantastic rides on it this year. And now that it's colder, hopefully Vipers run a little faster than normal. I mean, it runs pretty fast normally, and it is my favorite wooden coaster here, but hopefully it's even amplified even more now that it's a little colder. So I want to try that out. And then hopefully I'll have enough leftover time for Max Force. So that's the plan of attack for the last half an hour. You know Viper is hauling when you get laterals on the turn into the brake run. And that was the case today. Excellent ride. Road 2, that's the place to be. I know I've said it before, but I'll say it again. If you think the back is better, I think you're a little cuckoo. I mean, I respect everyone's opinions, but I don't find the back that enjoyable compared to the front. The front, the laterals are just so much better in my opinion. So you'll find me in the front whenever I'm riding this, at least if I have choice in row.
So it's starting to get a little dark, so you can appreciate the Fright Fest aspects a little more. Obviously no scare actors today, but thought I'd give you guys a little glimpse. I always like walking through this area. Actually, while I'm walking here, I know it's really dark, so you can't really see it, but this is where the Immelman is going. Focus, thank you. This is exactly where the Immelman's going. There's a bunch of dirt right here, so they've kind of been clearing out this area and stuff, so they are working on it, but it's crazy how, you know, they squeezed in this coaster. This Immelman's gonna be like right here. Just crazy. It's awesome.
Just got off of Max Force for not one, but 2 rides. Got a little lucky there. Good as always, you know. I feel like that's the most consistent ride in the park, at least coaster. So, yeah, it's always just a woot. I love it a lot. Right now, it is 6:55, so I probably could make it to Wizard or Superman, but I gotta work tomorrow, and I don't feel like doozy shuffling right now, so I think I'm gonna head out. So like I said, I'm gonna continue the video when I visit again next week, just so I could get some more Fright Fest stuff in, some more nighttime stuff for you guys. But for today, very weird visit. You know, I didn't ride Goliath, I didn't ride X-Flight, I didn't ride Raging Bull, I didn't ride Demon. Obviously Demon's closed, but I feel like I get on at least 3 of those 4 every visit, so kind of weird. But I spent a lot of time at Batman. I was really liking the changes they made, and I was trying to soak it all in and stuff, so that was really cool. But yeah, otherwise it was a good day. I got on a decent amount of rides, and the park was actually running fairly well. Had some hiccups with food, but for rides, operations were pretty good. I'm surprised they're running 2 sides on American Eagle today. And yeah, no, overall, just pretty solid day. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Choo-choo, bye. Welcome back, riders. As I kind of promised, I'm back at Six Flags Great America for some Fright Fest spooky stuff. Today is Thursday, October 24th. The park is open 6 to 11 today, so gonna get plenty of night rides and see all the spooky stuff and whatnot. Right now it is currently 5:58, so the park is about to open. We're just gonna kind of skip right to the night stuff. I actually have a different video I have to film. It's kind of weird, but my fantasy football league with the homeboys, the college boys, whoever scores the most points in a week has to do what we call a presser the following week, where we pretty much just make fun of people and talk big and stuff like that. So I won last week. I had 160 points on a half PPR team, if you guys are curious, if you care. So I need as much daylight as possible to film that video, and obviously I'm running out. I might only have like 30-45 minutes, so I'm gonna go film that video real quick. But on the way, I thought about it, and Goliath is actually gonna be a pretty decent spot to see some of the Rakshasa stuff in the parking lot, hopefully. So we'll try to swing by there during the day too and see if that's true or not. But yeah, let's head on in and see what's going on for Fright Fest at night. Spooky stuff.
Oh my gosh, it's Demon Overlord of Six Flags. Knox.
What season are you dressed for?
My favorite.
How long are you planning on?
So I'm here at Goliath. I feel like this would be the best spot, but either it's too dark or you can't see it from here, so I tried.
Just did Goliath. Great as always. I'm like 85% sure that's my favorite coaster here. There's a ghost town so far. I heard like last Thursday here was so empty, and it's empty right now. I could have gotten plenty of re-rides. The lady I was with has already ridden it 6 times, but like I said, I gotta film this other video. So I gotta get a move on before I lose all the daylight. But yeah, overall Goliath, pretty solid as always. But could not, on the lift I saw plenty of Rakshasa, but from the station or the exit I couldn't see any of it. So sorry I couldn't get any of the footage for you guys, but I did try. So while I'm walking around the park, something I wanna mention real quick. Most of my visits, I feel like I've said this before, but most of my visits come on weekdays after work, and the park closes at like 8, 9 those days. So I don't actually get a ton of night rides here, so it's kind of nice to be here on a day where I'm only gonna get night rides pretty much. Not the best night ride park. I spent the entire weekend at Kings Island last weekend, so that's the place you want to be if you want some night rides. But it's still nice to get on rides at night here. So I just walked past Knox. He was completely by himself. No other guests were bothering him or anything. I love Knox. Knox is my favorite. I walked past him. I'm like, I'm a big fan of your work, Knox. Nothing. Just straightforward. That's so on point for Knox. A little heartbroken, but that's what Knox does. He's not the friendliest guy out there, and it is what it is.
All right, as I promised, if I came back to the park, I would swing back to the Wrath of Rakshasa construction area. Unfortunately, I didn't get here with any more sunlight, so it is pretty dark, but I guess it could be worse. Just turn up your brightness up all the way. I was here less than 2 weeks ago, more than a week, and they've actually made a lot of progress. As you can see, footer right there, or I've heard they're working on the sewer too, so maybe it's that, but I'm thinking they're footers. Another huge footer right here. Camera focus. All right, sorry about that, guys, but yeah, obviously if it was more light outside, I'd be able to show a little more, but obviously lots of activity going on. They're a lot further along than Flash Vertical Velocity was at Six Flags Great Adventure at this time last year, or maybe even this time 4 months ago. Was not expecting a stray at Six Flags Great Adventure in this video, but here we are.
Alrighty, I've finished filming my fantasy football video, and during that video, I was having a really tough time with my camera focusing for like off-ride footage and stuff. So bear with me here, but I'm done with the video. I'm heading back to Batman because I really want to do Batman with the effects. I was loving it last visit, and if I get there earlier enough, I might be able to just get re-ride after re-ride. And I also want to eat at Steelwork Pub. So yeah, heading there now.
safety belt and push out only shoulder arms. Remain seated until your rescue vehicle comes to a complete stop.
Alrighty, just did Batman twice. Awesome. Really, really happy. The Alfred spiel is either not working or it's not on today, but other than that, everything else is still working, so I consider that a plus. I got 2 rides in. Both times I loaded on were like empty trains, so I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get re-rides. And then each time I went back in the station was full. So I don't know what's up with that. So no re-rides, but I'm gonna go eat and then probably come back for a couple more. Phone did not eat first. That was pretty good. I got the meatball sub again, and yet again, I'm pretty surprised. You know, throughout the year, it was taking like 10, 15 minutes. Today, it took 5 minutes, so that's been really good. And I got a side salad. Side salad's always nice, too. And then the graveyard pudding, I got that again. I'm really liking that, especially on the snack plan. It's so nice. So yeah, big thumbs up. One more ride on Batman. So a couple of different things. The Alfred spiel was back for that last ride, so that's really good. And then it got busy. You know, I went to go eat, and now like the queue, at least not on the outside portion, the inside portion, the queue's full now. And when I rode it half an hour ago, I was thinking about getting a re-ride. So I don't know, might be getting a little busy here, but we'll see.
I think one of the most genius things they ever did was put the chainsaw people next to the go-karts. Since they sound the same, it's so cool. So Oktoberfest is actually running today. This is an event I really haven't explored much because I'm a bad season pass holder. I don't really like spending extra money. But the food items look pretty good, and I feel like they could be a lot worse priced. Live music, got some Jenga bags. They're called bags. If you call it cornhole, you're wrong. Just saying. Yeah, overall, they did a good job with this, and it seems pretty popular, so good on the park. Saw's got me thinking of Thorpe Park, Gerstlauer Eurofighter. Fantastic ride.
Speaking of Saw, which is a haunted house here, I don't do the haunted houses. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier in the video or not, but you know, like haunted houses, people jump scaring you and stuff. It doesn't really get to me. I'm not afraid, trust me. I'm not afraid, but I don't know. Just to me, like, I'd rather just ride coasters. That's what I'm really here for. I go to Fright Fest because the coasters are open. I like people watching, you know, that's kind of fun, but I don't know. I just kind of walk through the areas and I'm just like, get to the next ride.
So something unique to this year is that the Underworld, I think it's called. Usually this is one-way traffic, but because the pathway in front of Demon is closed, you could go both ways. And this is one of my favorite areas of the park. Usually people get spooked pretty easy here. It's a good time. I know you guys can barely see anything, but this is the Demon corkscrew, and I am missing it dearly, this Fright Fest. I understand, you know, it's a worthy sacrifice, but I really miss hearing that laugh right about now. The fog, and I'm missing Demon. Ricka's Sleigh is one of my favorite, you know, like Fright Fest overhauls. First of all, it's a decent ride. I don't really ride it as much as I should, but it's a good time, and I like how they easily turn Ricochet into Ricka's Sleigh and kind of give it like a butcher tone. It's really cool. The lighting's nice. They do a good job with this one. We're here at Raging Bull, and there's a line. Granted, it's not that bad, especially on 3 trains, but you know, compared to last Thursday, I thought everything was going to be pretty empty, but there are some lines picking up. Obviously, not bad at all for a Fright Fest day, but still.
Alrighty, so got a little preoccupied there. Ended up meeting for the first time ever and hanging out with Chicago Coaster Guy. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, go check out his channel for all updates around the Rickshaw. And then I also met up with my buddy, Great Bear Enthusiast. So we were doing a bunch of rides. We did Batman, we did Raging Bull, we tried doing Terror Twister 2. The line was a little too long, so didn't get on that today, unfortunately. But yeah, overall solid day. I did Batman 5 times. I'm really digging the new stuff. It's really good. But yeah, no Viper today. A little surprising, but that's gonna do it for this Fright Fest vlog. Sorry I didn't film as much as I thought I was going to at night. But like I said, a little preoccupied with friends, and my camera's not too good in the dark anyways, as I just realized. So yeah, let me know if you guys want to see anything specific in the off season for Six Flags Great America. But besides that, I think that's it for content in the park. So thanks for checking out the video, and yeah, hope you guys have a good one. Push up, exit to the right. Hope you enjoyed the video. Go have your greatest day yet. Choo choo, bye.